The woman uses lipstick to draw an escape route from the church on the mirror. She has decided to flee this wedding forced upon her by her family, because the one she truly wants to marry has always been only him. At this moment the man, covered in wounds, gets on the woman's favorite motorcycle, racing desperately toward the wedding venue, but when he arrives the ceremony has already begun. He stands outside the chapel watching the woman in her wedding dress, thinking everything is already too late. Just as his heart turns cold the woman suddenly turns around. She recognizes that familiar silhouette at first glance. The next second she abandons her fiancé without hesitation, lifts her dress and runs toward him. It turns out just 1 year ago, the woman accidentally came across the man being hunted by enemies. In desperation she threw a bag that happened to hit the attacker. This unintended act saved the dying man. Seeing him bleeding profusely, she immediately tore off her hairband to stop the bleeding. This scene was deeply etched into the man's heart. Then the butler came to urge the girl home. She hurriedly left a piece of candy before leaving. The man also learned from the butler's address that she was a noble's eldest daughter. To repay this debt, the man disguised himself as a bodyguard and entered the woman's family. The woman recognized him at first glance. After exchanging smiles the man was successfully hired. From that day on, whenever the woman faced danger he was always the first to appear. He blocked troubles for her and became her most trusted person. Through days of being together they gradually fell for each other. Yet neither spoke of these feelings first. Until this day, the woman was arranged by her family to be engaged to another. She tentatively asked the man whether he hoped she would attend the engagement banquet. The man calmly said he would follow her arrangement. This answer left the woman disappointed. The assistant couldn't understand the man. He was clearly the leader of the biggest gang, yet he was willing to hide his identity and serve as a bodyguard, even watching her marry someone else. The man did not want to be with the woman. He just couldn't bear to let her live in danger and darkness with him, so he chose the most dignified retreat. On the engagement day, the stepsister insulted the woman while she was changing, mocking her for having no mother and being at everyone's mercy. She even tried to destroy her wedding dress. The woman showed no tolerance and slapped the stepsister on the spot. The stepsister was about to retaliate but was stopped by the man. Knowing she was no match she could only leave in disgrace. Then the man walked behind the woman, carefully zipping up her dress. The woman tested him again. If her future marriage was unhappy would he stay by her side? The man answered without hesitation that he would always be there. The woman shyly turned and left. At the engagement ceremony, the man watched his beloved standing beside another man, his heart aching. The next second the woman threw the marriage certificate into his hands, using this to vent her frustration at his retreat. The fiancé then announced the wedding would be in 1 week, hoping to marry soon. The woman publicly stated such matters should also consult the bodyguard. As soon as she finished the man drove up right in front of her. The woman happily got in the passenger seat. The fiancé tried to stop them, but was intimidated by the man's cold stare. At this moment the fiancé felt intense unease. That night the woman, emboldened by wine, tested the man again, wanting him to say I love you himself, but the man rationally rejected her. After returning home, facing the room full of gifts from her fiancé the woman felt suffocated. She lost control and smashed the mirror, walking barefoot on the broken glass. The man rushed in and carried her to bed with heartache, bandaging her wounds. The woman was moved by his tenderness and gathered courage to get close again.